Okay, I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of what's under the hood before I show you what's behind the tablet. Um, to basically give you a quick recap, we've got three inputs here. We've got audio that could possibly come from the tablet. We've got an auxiliary input here if you want to plug in, somebody else's phone, for example. And then we've got a third input, which is the hands-free Bluetooth. Uh, and basically, underneath the dash here, right here, we've got the JL Audio CLSES, and that takes all three inputs and prioritizes them. So we've got input A, input B, input C. So I always have Bluetooth input A, auxiliary input B, and a tablet input C, and it prioritizes audio signal. So if I'm listening to music on either one of these inputs and I get a phone call, input A will take priority and I'll have hands-free Bluetooth. Same as if I have something plugged into the auxiliary jack, well, that will take priority over the tablet. And so all three of those inputs come into the clean sweep, and then from the clean sweep it goes into the input on my Hyphonics EQ here. So I use the EQ to help adjust volume and obviously a little bit of EQ. I prefer to do that as opposed to running an EQ on a tablet. Saves a little bit of battery life and does just as good a job. One critical thing about having the EQ hooked up is it is also a line driver, and I am currently using the factory amps in my Grand Cherokee, and that extra little bit of output actually makes the factory amp sound a little bit better. Apparently it needs a little bit higher voltage input than the tablet alone is able to provide, so it allows me a whole lot of adjustment. Now, the good thing about this is if in the future I ever decide I want to put in separate amps, I can just pull that audio signal right off the EQ. But for now, this front out, that actually sends signal back to the pack adapter, which integrates into the factory amp. So basically it comes, in a normal situation, comes from the tablet to the JL Audio clean sweep, to the EQ, to the pack adapter, and back to the amps. Once this is set, it's pretty much just set and forget. I use the level trims on the clean sweep combined with the volume control on here to get the perfect balance of audio output. So that gives you some idea of what's under the dash here. It's not really pretty, but it's zip tied together, then zip tied securely up under the dash. So all the wires are tucked out of the way, and that kind of gives you an idea of what's under the dash. Next up, I'll show what's actually behind the tablet itself.